Hello, everybody. It's Gigo here, and welcome back to the channel. Once again, if it is your first time seeing this project, this is the Shai Hills project, and today's episode is episode 3. In episode 2, we did the steel works, for the decking, and fast forward, it has been casted, and we are moving on with the block work at the second level, right? So we will be going up there to see the layout, of the various rooms up there. And as you can see, it is all about the teamwork here. Like I always explain, if who comes to do his decking, from there we connect you with the steel benders, with the electrician, the plumbers, and fast forward the concrete casting is done, and then the block laying. So everything is about planning, right? It is all about planning and how far you are willing to go. And then we make a plan, on that. We also don't want to put much pressure on people. So that's why I always, come with the idea of a step-by-step process and also let us know, how far you are willing to go. Then we can make plans based on that, right? But with this particular project, the owner really wants to move fast. So then we also have to move at that same pace, right? So more details of this project will come. I want us to put up the structure, then we're going to see the 3D and then the various details of the room will show up, right? So if you want to see more of this project, the progress of it, how far we will go with the finishes and all of that, if you go to my playlist, it is called the Shai Hills project. You can click on it and then you get the latest update, of this particular project and any other of, my projects that I have put, out here on the channel. So please, check in the playlist for any latest update of this particular project. So from the back view, you will see that the house is taking shape gradually, right? And it is all about timing and also having patience, right? I mean, building is all about patience and also getting things right. So please, if you are in your process, of building, you can have all the money at once, but you need to take your time, right? You need to, I mean, let the guys, organize themselves very well before coming to your site. Sometimes you put pressure on them. When they come, they are in a hurry to get things done and move to the next site, and that also cause problem in construction. So let's take notes.
So, hello everybody, welcome to Gigo Production Group. So, for the last time I came here was 26th December, I remember. And when I came, I saw that you were fixing the boards for the decking, and today is 4th. So, I've seen that there has been an improvement in this place. So, can you give us an update?
Oh, good morning or afternoon or evening, depend where you are. And this project, the client he call us, so we came. We came around. You have to give me the take the measurements, then we give him the estimate. So you have to do those things. So we do. Then the client he approve. So we came here to do the floor. So after the floor, you say you have to lay the top blocks. So that is what we are doing now. So this floor is the Gigo production that did the floor. So it be the Gigo production group to rent the material for the client, because he don't want to buy the material. So we rent the material, the whole material for him, the wood, the board, everything.
So, for how many days did you rent the board to?
Oh, the board actually we rent it for a month. So once we finish the board, the same that have to come inside. Then after that, then the plumbing, the electrician will come, then we cast it. So we ourselves we know if we ourselves we bring our material, we know how we use it for you. Not that we later we finish the work, we say, oh, this one spoil, you have to buy it, no. So our engineer too is aware of that. So this work all he passed through our engineer. So
Last time I came, I saw that they were doing the boards for the staircase, and now I can see that it's done. Can you?
Oh yeah, the staircase, the first one we did some small error. So we let our engineer come to watch it. So we do the correction. So this staircase like this, the three of us we can even walk on top, go the top. Like the way we are working, we can even get one person again. Because this one is free. You have access to move, go the top. Not that one that people have been climbing there, they have been suffering. No. So our engineer too came around to do the settings. So now the masons are around. They are also doing the block work. So here pressure no be small for you. So that's what we are doing here. So this is the Google production group to doing the block work here. So engineer he came around because of the time we have to do the settings. So we finished the settings also now he left our masons to do the block work so that from here then we do the pillars, the lintel. This one is a non-stop. It's a non-stop work. So the lintel, the block work, then the roofing come at once. So we are targeting, we want to finish the whole thing before the rain starts. Though the rain season is getting closer, but we are trying our best to finish everything for the client before the rain starts. So the client, they have the material, everything in the site right now we are talking. We have the block, the sand, the cement, water, everything. Even the workers we are all sleeping here too. So immediately by God grace daybreak, we start our work. So that's how we did it. Yeah. The settings. The engineer do the settings yesterday. Yeah. So now the blockware will carry on like the way they did this particular place. So from there they will be doing it like that up to the lintel level.
So that was Amele for you and Efo Chris Carpentry Ventures, who is our carpenter on the production group. And you can check out the views right from this position. I mean, amazing views, 360 all around. So it is all about block works now, right? That is the phase that we are. And you can imagine being on your balcony or your bedroom with these amazing views. It is all about planning, right? It takes time. And talking about planning, sometimes I do think that we do underestimate construction in Ghana, or let me say Africa, right? I mean, the prices can sound so good or cheaper comparing to, the prices of houses and stuff in the West, but it takes time to build, right? It takes time unless maybe you have all the money, saved pile up and you just want to put it into the construction. But sometimes it is expensive. It is expensive building in Ghana, right? So if you are planning with your architectural drawings, please make sure that you really need what you wanted to put up, right? Because sometimes people do underestimate the sizes of the house, right? Like, especially for those of us that just moved to the West not long ago, sometimes we get out there, we just want to do something back home, which is a smart idea, which is something that I support, that every young person should do something back home. But sometimes what we want to do, I would say, sometimes it is not really necessary that we put up something big, right? As status, right? Someone you just moved to the West, maybe under 1 year or 2 years. I think, you should focus on three things, right? You should focus on building your house, which is all right, but then you have to minimize the size of the house because you just move out there, right? So you are not coming back home anytime soon. So even if you put up a big house, I mean, you're still not going to spend so much time there. So let's try to reduce the house. That is my first point. My second point is that we should look at investment, right? So where you are building, you can also buy the lands around the place, right? So when you are buying your land, just try to buy two more lands or three, right? Get more lands around you, fence it, and then whilst you are building, you are also at the same time you are monitoring those land as well. The workers are your security guards, right? So you don't need to put someone there to be checking your land in case of any land, issue and stuff. You are safe, and then in the future when you are done with your house, you can sell those lands and make money, or look at other investments, either a pharmacy, use it for a barbering shop, a salon, supermarket, to also make money. When you retire, you come back home, and I mean, even if you want to sell the land, you can get times five, or even you can get a lot of money from it, and that is good investment, just buying and holding the land whilst you are building next to it. So, my third point, which is the most important here, is developing ourselves, right? So, I mean, we don't like to develop ourselves immediately we get out there, out of the country. We just want to work, 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 and make money. But there are so many ways of making money. We can develop ourselves in the West. We can learn, what is happening out there, how are people making money, and also, so I mean, just investing in timing, right? Invest in time to learn. Don't just go to work and come home tired, sleep, send money home, build. No, we should also try to learn things out there. So don't just pile all your money and just send it back home just because you want to build a big house, or there are so many things we can learn from the West, which in the future will benefit us. You can also retire early, come back home, and whatever you've learned from the West, that is what we need in Africa. You can come back and share that idea, and some of these ideas can be a business opportunity for you, right? Rather than just, sleep, work, and not learning anything else. I mean, you will build a house anyway because, I mean, the pay is good, and but then after you've built a house and you come back home, what do you have for the community, right? How are you going to be keeping making money? I know in most cases, I mean, yeah, we want to come back home when we retire, but don't forget that the house will also need some maintenance, right? You might need to be buying some things to keep the house running, and I don't think that your pension pay will be that enough if you want to live that good life in Africa, right? You will still need to visit, the beach, the safaris, have some fun also at your old age. So let's develop ourselves, right? Let's bring those ideas back home. Let's teach, the people in Africa, and let's develop Africa together. So, when you are planning your house build in Ghana or Africa, think about your personal investment, and also think about your personal development, because you will not need just your house, but you will need, your ideas, whatever you've learned in the West, you will need that in Africa to survive as well. So then I think this brings us to the end of today's episode. I really do appreciate your time spent here on the channel. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next episode. Let's get to it.